OMG. Hi, hi there. Welcome to the Creatively Dreaming podcast with your host, yours truly, Luna Lenz. It is legit midnight. And so you know what I got on? The shades. And I'm keeping the shades on the entire time. Okay? It's funny because you would think with the fact that I'm wearing shades at midnight that on a Friday night by myself that like maybe I would be under the influence of some sort of substance, and I'm just not. But the last time I filmed like my last podcast, I was drinking a little bit and I was so nervous, and you could tell I was like stuttering over every single word. It was so fucking funny, and I was like, girl, like, and the fact that I was like trying to hide the fact that I was like slightly drunk and like tipsy was so funny, like, girl. And I was trying to be so serious too. I mean, I was getting into it. I had my topics ready and everything. Today's episode is me just yapping away. Okay, we're just gonna have a good motherfucking time, and I think that is what I need. You know, the thing is like I'm trying to like structure so many things in my life. Sometimes you just gotta have fun. Girls just gotta have fun. What is the Flo Milli song? It's like, girls just wanna have fun. Da 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 da. Me not knowing any other words. Love that. But that song is called, literally, I don't even know. I just got off Discord with some friends, and that was fun. I was just painting while they were playing Fortnite because I do not game. I'm not saying I would never do it, but girl, like, it's just not really for me. I do want to get into Minecraft, but I just feel like, and maybe this is like my personal issues. Well, yeah. I just feel like it feels like unproductive to me. Like whenever which is so stupid. Like, why can't I have fun in life? Like, you can't just like have a good time and play some games. That's what I'm saying. Like, everything in my life, I feel like I have to be like so structured with it. Literally, like when it comes to this podcast, she was like, do I do segments or do I not do segments, or do I have to be like this niche? By the way, I'm an artist. Like I was saying earlier, like I do art. I'm an artist. I like spirituality and self-development, and I also like pop culture, and I like also having a good motherfucking time, and I like yapping. And the thing is that like I'm really good at yapping to a camera and sometimes to a group, but genuinely, like, I feel like something turns on inside of me when there's a camera on me versus like in a crowd or like in front of people. Like I'm just like a different person, because the thing is, and I've said this before and I'll say it again, a girl grew up like with selective mutism, and I was very anxious, socially anxious, did not want to speak, did not want to do anything that required me being social and having any attention on me, which is so funny because I love recording myself nowadays. Like, and I actually always have. I'm so sorry if you can hear the heater. It's too cold. It's literally 8 degrees out. It is 8 degrees out. 8 degrees out. That's insane. But the thing is like, I am really inspired by Vanilla Mace. It's like, I just want to be a person, okay? The thing is like, I've been tagging my old Instagram. It's still my Instagram. What am I saying? It used to be at Lunar Lens. I rebuke that. Like, I am still Luna Lenz. That is still my brand. Methinks. I don't know. I'm going through a transformation, okay? Just let me be. But I changed my username on my Instagram to pinkbat222. It just feels more right. It also feels more like MySpace. It feels more like we're just here on social media to have a good time, rather than to be so like, this is my brand, I am Luna Lenz and everything is Luna Lenz. I don't know, like Pink Bat just feels more me as well. Like, I also, because I've always felt like, I don't know, I've gone through so many different names. Like, it was like Luna, or what was it, Lindsay's Lucid Art for a long time, and I was like, that handle is way too long, like Lindsay's Lucid Art. I'm like, okay, too much. And then I was like, how do I simplify it? So I did Luna Lens, which I like, but I also feel like there's too many L's. I'm like, Luna Lens. And then also Lunar Lens is even worse. Like with the R, like Lunar Lens. I wish it was just Luna Lens, but that username is taken. But regardless, I changed my like personal Instagram to pinkbat222, and then I was like sitting on it, and I was like, I have 3 Instagrams. And that gives me a lot of anxiety. And I talked about this in my previous episode too. I'm like, that's psychotic to have 3 Instagrams, actually. What? Like, I already have art I need to make. I already have a business, or like a website and a business to, you know, to uphold and to create. And it's like, that's the last thing that I need right now, is to have 3 Instagrams to manage. They can exist. Like, I still want those Instagrams to exist. I'm not going to delete them, but I am not going to be active on them anymore. It was like the Creatively Dreaming Pod, along with my personal Instagram that is now Lindsay Claire 222. I can't do it anymore. Like, I can't do it. Like, that's just insane. And like, the standard that I was setting for myself, absolutely insane. Like, if I'm trying to grow an audience, like, at least just start with 1 Instagram platform. Like, having 3 is psychotic. Anyways, you know what, you get it. And so that is why I had this big thing where I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna make my Instagram feel more just like for me, and not just feel like it has to be a portfolio, because I know like in the professional art world, they're like, you have to make it look so neat and cutesy and whatever for a portfolio. My thing is like, fuck that shit. I don't think that's what artists are for, like, to be put in a box like that. Because also, if you look at any musician ever, guess what, all of their posts are like photos of them, or like photos, or if it is a visual artist, it's photos of them holding their artwork. Like, it isn't, like, the times are changing, you know, like, people are bored of just seeing like the art piece themselves. And I'm not saying that like that isn't a way that you can go about having an Instagram, like having an art Instagram. I guess that's just the topic of today, is talking about the art Instagram, because I'm not kidding. Last night I was like staying up. I was like, oh my god, what the fuck am I gonna do with my fucking Instagram? 3 a.m. because I was like about to schedule a bunch of posts for my 3 Instagrams, and I was like having an anxiety attack, and I was like, oh, so this is not how I'm supposed to be living, like, actually at all. Like, no one should have 3 Instagrams to manage unless you're getting paid for it. And it's like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're like helping somebody else, if you're a social media manager and that's what you do, period. But the thing is like, I'm not at that level yet. For me right now, all I'm trying to do is like build a platform. So if you just have 1 Instagram, then people can find that, and it isn't so fucking confusing. And I don't want to make it too confusing for myself. It's too much energy. And also, again, with the, like, if you want to go the traditional route and like just post like your art, that works too. And I think a lot of people do that as well. Like, you don't have to post your face. I think just for me, it feels like I'm like squished into that box of like having to do a certain thing or present a certain way on Instagram or in anywhere, in any form. And it's so weird. And it actually is my own brain. It's the shackles of my own brain, like listening to all of these outside sources that actually are not me. I need to listen to my own intuition. You need to listen to your own intuition. Oh my god, like, fuck any other podcast. Hey girls, keep listening to me, but like, fuck any self-help podcast or like book. Like, you do you. Just kidding. Mel Robbins' podcast has helped me a lot. There's a lot of tips and tricks that I have learned over the years that have made me who I am, that have helped me grow as a human being because of self-development and that being a thing on social media. But I will say, it gets to a point when like you just start judging yourself too much if you like miss a day, or if you're not like somebody else. Hey, guess what? You're not supposed to be somebody else. You are you, and you're supposed to listen to your intuition. You're supposed to listen to what your gut is telling you, what you feel is right for you. And there's a balance to the shit, because the thing is that, like, we are all human and we should all learn from each other. Like, there's no reason to reinvent the wheel, right? Like, if something works, do that. But I will say, if you've been trying to do something a certain way and it is not working for you, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. You're not supposed to be living that way. The thing is like, I feel like I've been, like, living my life like it's somebody else's, as if it's not mine. Like, if this is my life, like, I'm supposed to be living my life how I want to live it. Also, I just want to say fuck ICE. I just feel like I have to sprinkle that in here, because there needs to be more awareness about what's going on, because it's literally fascism, and I'm, like, afraid to talk about it, and that's what's fucking insane. But I just, you know what, my opinion's already out there. Like, they already know who I am and what I stand for. They listen to everything that we say, so, like, whatever the fuck. Like, fuck you, fuck ICE, fuck Trump. And it's a scary fucking world we live in, so you might as well just fucking be yourself. Like, who knows what the world has in store? Like, just fuck it all, dude. Like, nothing matters. Nothing is ever that serious for the most part in life. Like, it's just like, I know for me, I, like, build up all these fucking things in my mind, and it's like, who cares? Who gives a fuck? Like, it's insane how bad my anxiety can be over this stupidest shit. Like, I can't even believe it. I just want to say, I look hot with these glasses on, but I'm telling you, I look like a naked mole rat underneath the frame. Me without eyeliner is a blank canvas. I'll just say that. Very much giving blank canvas. There's nothing there. It's giving squinty bitch, I can't see. But what was I talking about? I hope I'm not being too loud for my family. Girl, nobody gives a fuck. I'm really not being that bad. I could be so much worse. It's also a Friday night. Like, let me live. Let me live my life. Let me film a podcast episode at midnight on a Friday, because that's what the vibes were. I just, like, all of a sudden, I got off Discord and I was like, I want to record more. I want to put myself out there more. Oh my god, like, I want to, like, be online, be a human online, and, like, inspire other people to be themselves. Especially the people who are introverted and have social anxiety, because, girl, oh my god. Like, it might not seem like I would, but that's how it is. Like, I'm talking to a camera by myself in my room. That is a pretty easy task. Well, hasn't always been an easy task, but it's easier than talking to people. Seriously. But I love Vanilla Mace. I don't know if I ever circled back to talking about that. I feel like I was gonna talk about it and then I didn't. I don't know, girl. But Vanilla Mace, I'm so inspired by her, because she is so, like, raw in herself and so authentic, and will just post, like, such, like, long vlogs, which I love. Like, I love, like, just somebody, like, yapping and doing their thing. Like, I should watch her Twitch streams too. I'm not really on Twitch actually at all. I think I've gotten it one time because my friend was Twitch streaming when she was, like, gaming or whatever. She should continue that, because she's a real gamer and, like, she would go hard. And you can't let, like, the 0 views in the beginning discourage you. Like, you, come on, girl. Like, you just gotta keep going. Yeah, just keep fucking going and keep being yourself throughout it all. Like, there's no, like, do not change who you are. Never change who you are for a soul. Like that Bob Marley song. Don't let them change you. Don't let them rearrange you. Love Bob. Love the Bob. The Bob, like, the Baha'i faith as well. I grew up Baha'i, which is, like, a religion that's, like, all religions are one. And the Bab is one of the messengers of God as well. And there's Baha'u'llah, and then there's Abdul Baha. And you know what? I should know more about the Baha'i faith than I do. I actually probably know more than I think I do. I don't know. I grew up mostly just being in like children's classes and being taught like good values and all of the good stuff. Like learning virtues was a big thing, like honesty, love, compassion, being giving, like all of that stuff. And that being said, like I feel like I should be in more like doing more volunteer work and like giving more, because I think like a lot of the times I feel like, oh, like I have so many things, like I'm living with my parents. I'm 24. That's where I'm at right now. And I really do need to focus on myself. But the thing is like, how much focus on yourself can you do until you have like no community and you're not like really like a part of something? Like, what's the point of doing anything if it isn't for the fact that there's other people? You know what I mean? Like, and by I guess what I mean by that, to explain myself, is like, when you work on yourself, you become a kinder person, you show love to other people, they are able to be happy and show kindness to the people around them, and it's a butterfly effect. And we're social creatures as human beings as well. And so like, what's the point if it's not to spread that love? I will say it is hard, like being a socially anxious girly. Like I always feel so bad like when I receive compliments, because I never, like, I freeze. It's the freeze. It's, what is the 3 responses? It's flight, fight, freeze. Girl, I freeze. I freeze a lot. I don't like being frozen, but I do freeze a lot. Don't love that at all. It's actually the worst. But yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to talk about. Girl, I would literally just turn on the camera and start yapping. I don't even know. But yeah, I feel like not every episode has to be structured. If I want there to be structure on this podcast, on the Creatively Dreaming podcast, I can. But that's the point, is that it's creatively dreaming. Like, I am just building up who I am, learning more about my creativity. Oh, sorry, I just bumped the mic. Learning more about my creativity, learning more about how I can better myself, and yeah, and learning just more to like refining my brand, honestly, and just figuring out like in like the most like finding myself kind of way, because your brand should feel like your brand. I mean, unless you're like, I don't know, selling golf clubs and like you're not really into golf. But it's like, then why are you selling golf clubs? Like, the world is so interesting, like what people do for money. And like, sorry, I don't know, there's such a weird concept of like people doing things that like they don't actually care about. As an artist, that's just so weird, but I do it all the time and I hate it. Like, my body rejects me doing things that I don't care about. Like, I don't know. It's always been that way. Like, I've always just like, if I'm not feeling it, I'm not feeling it, girl, at all. That's tea. I don't know. Like, I wish I do push myself to do things like, but even like, so the main thing that I do, and that I want to do more of, is house painting. Outside of like my art practice to like earn coin, I also do custom framing. I've taught paint parties and that kind of stuff as well. I really do like paint parties. It is a lot of stress, like running them by yourself. I've done that, and it, oh my gosh, like my anxiety just couldn't, and I still was doing it, but it was really hard on me. And I was like talking on the mic, look at me, like, mic'd up again, but like in front of a crowd, and like I killed that shit, like genuinely. But oh my god, I did and I didn't. There were some moments where I really didn't, girl. And I was really struggling, but Anyways, yeah, so house painting and stuff like that. So sometimes I really don't want to do that because it's like the prep work of it all, like doing the spackling and that kind of thing. I have started to really like the process though, because it does just feel so satisfying once it's done. But I do want to do that more because house painting also does have a lot of money in it, and I actually do care about it. Like, I'm not like, oh, I love it, but I'm good at it and it comes easy to me, and I'm a painter. Like, I can paint like realism, so not like super hyper realism. That's not like my go-to, but I can if I want to. So it's like painting a wall, simple, easy, mindless, and I can like listen to a podcast. Same thing with custom framing. Sometimes it's not so mindless, sometimes it is, because there's a lot that I still don't know, and there's a lot that goes into framing artwork. But for the most part, like, I do okay with the basics of it all, and that makes me feel good. But yeah, it is currently, what time is it? It's currently 1 a.m. now, and I kind of want a snack, so I'm gonna go. But I'm just gonna wrap this up with a little overview, I guess. Like, okay, we talked about how I am narrowing down to one Instagram and being active on one Instagram only, posting my selfies, my artwork, and my podcast clips all on one page, my dances, everything. I don't give a fuck if people, I can't give a fuck anymore, like, about an image or like how, you know, like being like a perfect portfolio on my Instagram. Hey, guess what? That's why I'm paying to have a website to show my artwork in a way that's actually like curated. Okay, yeah, go to my website if you want to see my portfolio. My Instagram is not for my portfolio anymore. It's for my life portfolio. I'm gonna say that. But still like in an artistic lens. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's what I want it to be. Like, I was like, kind of like studying like different artists, like whether that be visual or musical. But like Ashnikko, for example, it's like, oh my god, it's all in her fashion, it's all in her makeup. Chaperone, same thing, fashion, makeup, photo shoot, eating, slaying, the look, and it's so fun to play with, and not to eat, but hey, we do be eating though. But yeah. What am I saying? It is literally what I am. That's so funny. But you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like, fuck you. My Instagram is for me to connect with my audience in like a better, deeper way than just like, yeah, just period. Like, I'm gonna post whatever I want. I do whatever I want. I get whatever I want. I was thinking of a song. I do whatever I want. I get whatever I want. I fuck whoever I want. Do you know what I'm talking about? I don't know. I know what I'm talking about, but I do, but I don't though. Ooh. Nut crack. Ooh. My body could really use a good stretch break, for real. Ooh. Hold on. Oh my god, I just almost got a Charlie horse. I'm stretching. Okay. There's Cheez-Its in my bed. I love that for me. I'm gonna go. I don't know what I want to eat. I have a lot of good things, but I also then feel like I should try to eat healthy. Like, I could have a banana. A good banana snack could do the trick. I do want to eat more fruit. I think we have clementines. I'm trying to be better to my body. I really am. I actually have been really good to my body. I've been, like, not fully with the eating. I'm actually doing a lot better. Actually, you know what? Especially with the snowstorm, I'm getting a lot better at eating at home. Refraining from the fast food, I'm proud of myself because fast food had a chokehold on me, and now I look at McDonald's and I'm like, girl, no. It was just a hyperfixation. Like, seriously, like, such a hyperfixation to sit in my car and eat. Still something that's very comforting to me, but does it have to be McDonald's? No, you could literally go to a sushi place, pick up sushi, and eat sushi in your car and be fucking fancy with eating in your car. It doesn't have to be fast food. It's just because I don't like going inside places, again, with the social anxiety of it all. I'm like, any way I can avoid, like, social situations, I will. And I'm like, why can't I meet anybody? Why don't I have, like, many new friends? I wonder why. Wow. But I really do like living my life with the few friends that I have, and also focusing on my art career, because, like, at the same time, like, yeah, I want a partner, but I'm also like, they have to be, like, I have so many standards, and also, like, yeah, no, they have to be obsessed with me as well. They have to be obsessed with me, point blank period. That's it. Because if they're not, it's like, what are we doing? So why am I even trying to talk to you? You know what I mean? But I also have to be obsessed with you. In, like, a healthy way. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Do you know what I mean? I swear to God. The Valley girl comes out of me, jumps out of me when I put these glasses on. I love giving Valley girl, though. I really do. I love being a girl. Even though sometimes I really hate it. Like, I love femininity. Oh my god, I love femininity. Femininity is peak life. Like, femininity is life force energy. Let's talk about that. Like, how about, that's what I have been really, like, leaning into. It's just leaning into my femininity, feeling more like myself, eating more fruit. Hey girl, there's a reason. I don't know, fruit, like, kind of looks like phallic all the time. Sorry. I mean, well, some of it looks phallic, some of it looks like cooch. And I love that. And I just feel like we should eat more fruit. I want to eat more fruit. Did you know avocado is a fruit? I think olives are also a fruit. I could be wrong. I think they are. Which is crazy. I love olives. Love olives. Love pickles. Oh my god. Like, fresh, like, food. Oh my god. I might go downstairs and eat some pickles. I have Takis too, and hummus. Ooh, that has been my favorite combination. Shout out to Tana Mojo, honestly. Like, oh my god. Because I think she talked about that combo. The Takis, the hummus, the motherfucking pickles, bitch. Obsessed. I grew up watching Tana Mojo, and there's been many of times when I, especially in 2020, I, like, stopped watching her for years, and then in this past year past year or two, with the canceled podcast, started watching that, got hooked again, because she genuinely is, like, addicting. Like, watching Tana Mojo is addicting. If you, like, I feel like because she has certain, like, vocal stems, and also just, it's also just because I have been watching her for, like, since I was, like, 14, 15, when she was younger as well. Like, that's when I started watching her. It's, like, so ingrained in me to, like, want to check up and see how she's doing. And she's, like, sober, and she's, like, you know, has the podcast with Trisha Paytas, and I've been really loving it. And I'm not saying it's morally correct. I have a lot of guilt complex around it too, but at the same time, like, she's literally just a human being who I don't know, and she's online. You know what I mean? Because I feel like people, like, judge people for who they support, but it's not like I support everything about a human being that I watch on the internet. You know what I mean? And I think that's a weird standard that we set for each other. Like, that's very strange. It's really weird. Hey, so that's strange. It's like, it's literally just entertainment. I'm just, like, enjoying entertainment. I don't know. Anyways. That's crazy. But I know I should be more conscious about it. And, like, support. And I do, like, I watch other people as well, obviously. I watch a lot of different content creators. I'm just obsessed with YouTube in general. Like, oh my god. Everything about it. Well, not everything. That's crazy. Actually, some of it has created some fuck shit. Because that's the thing, too, is, like, I hate the Paul brothers. But I'm like, how in the hell are you gonna be claiming, like, you're with the girls and the gays, and then be in love with Jake Paul? That's how I feel. Like, I'm like, Tana Moser, what? I don't know her, and I don't know her life. But I'm like, that shit is weird. Yeah, because, like, wasn't Jake Paul, like, transphobic towards, I know she's controversial as fuck, right? Like, there's a lot of shit that's come out about her. What's her name? Liza. I almost said Liza. That's not right. Lila Ability. I literally had to think of Lila Ability for it to come to my brain. I also just watched, okay, last little thing before I go, okay? Last little thing. I also just watched the Bruce Springsteen documentary, or I don't know what it's called when it's like, it was the actor from Shameless and The Bear. Sorry, I'm not remembering his name. Is it Jeremy something? But he had, like, brown contacts in, and I was like, oh my god, this is so tea. It was really depressing, and I have not related more to something in a very long time, but, like, not entirely, but, like, oh my god, but, like, kind of, though, because, like, his career was on the rise, and I don't want to give spoilers, but, like, this is my podcast, so if you don't want spoilers, you can stop watching right now, okay? This is the end of the podcast. I want to talk about it. He, basically was going through, not being able to process his trauma. He created, like, a whole album attempting to process that trauma, right? And he was so obsessed with it going out, and being published raw, and, like, with no edits or anything, even though he had just made Born in the USA, which obviously was, like, a big hit or whatever. But he was like, that doesn't feel right, like, nothing feels right. But this album that is raw feels the most right. And I'm like, that's what being an artist is. Like, I could not relate more. It's like, oh, this, like, big thing that's, like, commercial that, like, people love. Like, yeah, that's, like, what I should be doing. But it's like, the true, like, artist in you is like, no, like, this, like, raw version of me, like, actually needs to be shown. And all this pushback, because it's, like, not what the people want, and it's not what's gonna sell, is, like, what's so rough and horrible about, like, being a creative and, like, having these passions to do what we want to do. Like, these shackles of, like, feeling like we have to do things a certain way because we're being told to do things a certain way, and it's just like, fuck that shit. But at the end of the day, there's a balance to everything. That's what I feel like I've always held close to my heart as a person, as an artist, at whatever, is balance. Everything in balance. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, listening, witnessing. Go follow my Instagram at pinkbat222, because from now on out, that is the platform I'm gonna be honestly way too active on, but like in a good way, for me. And I hope if you enjoy me and art and spirituality and, you know, artistic expression, you would like my Instagram. You're gonna like this channel, and I also have a personal channel as well. Now I'm like, damn, should I combine my podcast and my YouTube channel? But I don't want to do that. Those are two separate things. These are two separate things. Me sitting and yapping on my bed, this is a podcast. Like, this is not giving what my YouTube is. Like, that is more of like me showing my art process and stuff. But anyways, so you can also watch those videos as well. It's way easier for me to be consistent on here than on there, but I am doing my best to deliver, okay? And that is what 2026 is about, is me just delivering and showing who I am on social media and learning more and more about myself, and yeah, just shining a light and trying to like show other people that they can do the same shit, okay? Like, we're all just iconic, honestly, and we should all just do the iconic things that we want to do. So, and don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. So yeah, and there's a balance to the shit. Like, you can post the rough edits and the sketchbooks and the little things, and then you can post the big projects. Like, it doesn't have to be all one or the other. I know I got this one advice too about Instagram, is like, it should feel like a scrapbook or a sketchbook. Like, just post, you know, of your life. Like, it does not have to be so curated. It really doesn't. Like, to a certain extent, like, if you want like a certain artistic expression on it and you have a certain vision, that's different. But I just mean, like, you shouldn't feel like trapped in that and then, you know, never put anything out and never show the world, because the world wants to see your art. Like, the world needs your art. So take that with you. The world needs your art, okay? I love you. Have a lovely day, evening, night, wherever you're watching this podcast. Please take care of yourself. Please drink some water, stretch, go on walks. If it's cold where you are, like it is where I am, don't go on walks, girl. But you can dance in your room. You can still be active in little ways. But yeah, much love and deuces. Sorry, that was crazy. Subscribe, comment, leave a like. Bye.